Hello, you're with Libby from libbystamps.com, and I'm bringing you another Easter project today. This little box that can also be a bag with a tag that you can do different things with. And I'm using some of the Party Animal DSP on crushed curry. So the things I used for the tag were the crushed curry with the scallop tag topper punch and the triple banner punch. I also used Memento Tuxedo Black to stamp the greeting, the sentiment, and then the flowers I did in Tip Top Talk, which is retiring on the 31st of May, so if you like it, get it now. Also order the re-inker to go with it, so you've always got it. Island Indigo and Emerald Envy. I also used some of the enamel shapes in Emerald Envy on the tag and some of the thick Whisper White Baker's Twine. The stamp set I used was Circle of Spring, which is a great stamp set, and it does coordinate with some framelit dies. I'll put all the details on my blog, and it's got some lovely sentiments in it. Great for those in the Northern Hemisphere at the moment for Happy Spring, Hello Spring. Mother's Day coming up here in May. So lots of lovely things on that stamp set. Okay, so I'll put my box to one side and I'm going to bring in my trimmer. Now I've cut my card to 11 inches by 6 inches or 15.3 centimetres by 28 centimetres. And we're going to score with the 11-inch side up the top of your scoring tool, and I'm just going to use my trimmer. You're going to score at 4.5 or 11.3 centimetres and 6.5, which is in the ditch here, or 16 centimetres. Then you're going to turn it round with the 6-inch edge up the top, and you're going to score it at 1 1/4 or 3.2 centimetres and 4 3/4 or 12.1 centimetres. Alright, now on this box here, I just made the sides shallow, so I've measured down this edge here 2 1/4 inches or 5.7 centimetres. On this box that we're making now, we're going to do longer sides, so I'm just going to put a point at 1.5 centimetres down this score line here, and I'm going to cut down there. Now I am going to cut all the way to the first score line, which is just here. So you want to cut all the way down there, and the same on the other side, and you'll just leave this piece in the middle uncut. So I find it easy to start down here, and it doesn't matter if I don't quite get it, because I can come in with my snips later and do all of that. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'll show you in a minute what that looks like. Alright, now I've put a mark at 1.5 inches or 3.8 centimetres, and I'm just going to trim that off. Now I'm just going to get my snips, and I'm just going to cut these bits off here. Alright, so this is what your template looks like when you've done all your cutting. And then you just need to bring in your bone folder and burnish all your score lines. That's that bit done. Now I'm going to come in with my ruler, and I'm going to mark a point which is about 1/4 inch down, and if you use your grid paper on the inches side, that's one little lot of grid boxes is 1/4 inch. And you want to line your ruler up on that and mark at 1 3/4 inches or 0.7 centimeters and 4.5 centimeters, and then you're going to come in and adhere your DSP. Now I've cut some DSP, still using the party animal, and I've cut it to 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 or 8.5 centimeters by 11 centimeters, and I'm just using multi-purpose liquid glue to adhere both those to the outside of our box bag. Now we can come in with our handheld circle punch, and I think it's an 1/8 of an inch. It's a Stampin' Up one anyway, and it's current. And we're just going to punch our holes. Now these holes are going to be for the ribbon. If you want wider ribbon, use a larger punch, and it's easier to do it now than when you've got your box together. Okay, so there are our holes done. Now we're going to put our box together, and we do that by gluing these bits together first, and then we glue the outside bits.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it about a place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind. You'll find inspiration. All I'm saying is you can do it. I wanna hear you say, I am independent. I am dedicated.
Then you can put your Easter eggs or chocolates or whatever else you've got to give for Easter. My grandchildren get money because they have enough sweets during the year, so Gran gives them money, and then that means it's also school holidays and Royal Easter show time, so it gives them a little bit of money to go to the show or to the movies. Alright, so you come in and you just thread your ribbon through the hole, and I'm using Emerald Envy 1/8 of an inch taffeta ribbon, and it needs to be at a nice sharp point. Alright, thread it through both holes. Now, here's a new way of attaching your tag. I've looped it through the top of the tag, and I've just tied knots in the ends. So you're going to come in and put your tag on your box, and you're going to loop one of the ends around under your ribbon and up, and the other end over the top, and then pull your ribbon tight to tie it so you've got those bits looped in. And then we're just going to tie our ribbon in a bow, and there we have our 2 boxes. So I hope you enjoyed that video and that you find it useful for Easter. That would also be a great box to make for a market or a vendor fair with little treasures in it. So I hope you find it useful and that you come back again soon. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.